XRP holders just hit a massive milestone as the XRP Ledger passed 1 million agentic payments. Why is this such a big deal? I'm going to break it all down for you. Also, Tether just invested $20 million into a Ripple partner. Is Tether and Ripple going to be working together on something? Let me go through and update you with this news. We also have great updates from XRP analysts about XRP price and where things might be headed. So let's get into the news and I'll give you everything I got. XRP Ledger Foundation posted this just 3 hours ago. We surpassed 1 million agentic payments via the X402 on the XRP Ledger. Time to double down. XRP Ledger AI Hub is a comprehensive new ecosystem platform for builders, users, and enthusiasts. Welcome to the agentic economy on the XRP Ledger. And so everyone is taking a little bit of a virtual lap here. T54 says AI activity on the XRP Ledger now has a home. Today, we're launching the XRP Ledger AI Hub, featuring our ecosystem launch partner Virtuals, a single destination for agents, AI project tools, and payments and services, all built on the XRP Ledger. And so a lot of people are, taking a victory lap here. This is a big deal. Ripple has been positioning the XRP Ledger. The developers have been positioning the XRP Ledger for this new agentic economy. We know that tens of trillions, if not hundreds of trillions worth of payments are going to go through over the next 10 years. And if the XRP Ledger grabs their fair share of that, it could be a massive win for the entire network and every XRP holder. So Chartner did say big milestone, the first million payments on the XRP Ledger. And Vet, who is a developer on the XRP Ledger, he says, not surprised we surpassed this rapidly of 1 million agentic transactions via the X402 on the XRP Ledger. He says, I believe we are uniquely positioned with our protocol's design that fits very well with what AI needs. Low-cost infrastructure, predictable fees, a native asset, XRP, that is listed everywhere, and it is very liquid. And of course, a native decentralized exchange that lets you swap between assets 24/7 with no censorship. I wanted to get a little bit more understanding about what's going on here. This is a big deal because it puts real world usage milestone, not just another XRP headline. The XRP Ledger X402 facilitator is being used for machine to machine payments, and multiple reports say that is now crossed nearing 1 million agentic payment transactions. This is a significant milestone for the XRP Ledger and is moving because of fast settlement rails into the live AI agentic payments use case with actual volume and developer traction. Why it matters: it gives the XRP Ledger a concrete role in the emerging agentic economy where software agents pay for APIs, compute, and digital services automatically. It validates the XRP Ledger and RLUSD as payment assets in low friction, high frequency setting where tiny fees and fast finality matter the most. And it helps prove that X402 is not just a concept, it is now an implementation on the XRP Ledger that developers can actually build against. So, and then why traders care? Adoption narratives often move markets more than technical upgrades, and 1 million AI agentic payments is easy to understand proof point of utility. So this could bring new investors into the XRP space, I think, because people understand if you're using AI on a daily basis and you understand that all of these transactions and these wallets need to be created and value needs to be moved machine to machine, you want to target which blockchains might have the most impact. And this is where Coinbase and the XRP Ledger, Ethereum, and a few others will step up and reap the benefits. And so the XRP Ledger is unusually well suited for agentic AI payments because it does payments, FX, and compliance are all native at the protocol level. So an agent can go from intent to final multi-asset settlement in one deterministic transaction with tiny predictable fees. That's very different from most chains that bulk payments and swaps via smart contracts, bridges, and external dexes. When you have all these smart contracts, bridges, and external dexes, those are all points of impact for hacking or issues to come up. When it's built into the protocol layer, that's going to be a whole lot safer for institutions or developers to build on in the future. And then, of course, it does talk about the deterministic finality in seconds. XRP Ledger gives binary outcomes in roughly 3 to 5 seconds, so agents don't get stuck waiting for probabilistic finality or reorg risk. And then it talks about the tiny predictable fees, always on, and for protocol payments, escrow, multi-sign multi-signature, and all controls are part of the ledger, no contract, so agents can rely on stable surface that doesn't change with every new developer app. It does talk about native order book, AMM, and L1, why the XRP Ledger is different from other blockchains. Also, auto bridging via the XRP Ledger. When an agent needs to pay in an asset B while holding an asset A, the ledger can automatically route A into XRP and then into B if the path is cheaper, using XRP as a universal bridge. So it's not just going to be like stablecoin to stablecoin. It could be a real world asset of some kind, a bond, a stock, really anything. And if you're going to swap that into gold or whatever it is on the other side, if the path is best with XRP in the middle as a bridge asset, it will use XRP. And so the more agents, the more payments, the more usage around XRP, the benefits for everybody. And also pathfinding backed into payments. XRP Ledger's payment engine does multi-hop routing inside a single payment transaction. So swap plus payment is atomic. An AI agent just specifies what it wants to pay and in what currency, and the ledger finds the cheapest path. And then no smart contract risk for core payments, lower MEV and no front-running concerns, and compliance primitives built in. A lot of advantages here. And I did want to take a look at where is the XRP Ledger compared to other blockchains, because I think we need to have this open and honest conversation. And so roughly there's been about 176 million transactions totaling about $73 million over the past year. We know the XRP Ledger just now started in this area just in the last few months, and we've already reached a million. The key drivers here, though, the biggest chains, a key rock Chainalysis reference data set shows AI agents settled $73 million across 176 million blockchain transactions between May 2025 and April 2026. About 76% of those on-chain AI transactions were in the amounts of 30 cents, which is exactly the fee band where traditional card networks cannot compete. Reports indicate that Coinbase's L2 has been the single largest venue with AI-related payments surpassing 100 million. So most of this volume is happening through Coinbase, but there are other competitors like the XRP Ledger now competing in this space. Across all chains tracked in these studies, roughly 98 to 99% of all these agent payments used USDC. So Circle obviously is a clear winner. And I will be keeping track of how this kind of shapes and forms in the days ahead. But I just needed to give you that context so you at least know where we stand currently and what still needs to happen, right? We still have a long way to go. This is a great milestone, but it is only the beginning. XRP Ledger T54 Virtuals, making the XRP Ledger AI ecosystem easier to discover, navigate, and build on. As more agents, merchants, and services come to the XRP Ledger, builders need one place to see what is live, what is possible, and where to contribute. All right, and then also FedNow, an artificial intelligence and blockchain. FedNow open architecture will enable banks and other financial institutions to develop APIs to integrate within FedNow artificial intelligence and blockchain applications. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of, what is created here around this. And will the XRP Ledger have a utility or technology around FedNow agentic payments? Because remember, FedNow is way cheaper. I believe it's like 20 cents a payment compared to traditional rails. It is not a blockchain-based payment system. It is a more central payment system where banks connect to the central bank and the central bank handles the settlement, but it is not blockchain, just to be absolutely 100% clear on that. Right? If you're doing like a 10-cent payment or 15% payment and the payment is costing you 20 cents, it really doesn't make sense. That's why the XRP Ledger or maybe even Stellar or Coinbase's network might be the best. Now let's transition to other news. Tether just invested $20 million into Ripple's 200 million XRPL tokenization partner. The company behind the world's largest stablecoin, USDT, is now backing Mercado Bitcoin, the same platform working with Ripple to bring 200 million in regulated real-world assets onto the XRP Ledger. Now, if you go to realworldassets.xyz and you look at the XRP Ledger up here, you just type in XRP, you can bring this up. And then what you want to do here is go down, go to all assets, and you'll be able to see Mercado Bitcoin is right here. They have about $94 million, almost $95 million worth of assets on chain. And you can see over the last 30 days, this is about down 1.99%, and the market share is down 1.76%. You can actually click on this and get a better understanding of maybe some of the assets that they are bringing on chain and what the market cap is of those individual assets. If you really want to take your research to the next level, that's a good way to do it. This does say Tether's capital is backing a company already using the XRP Ledger for large-scale institutional tokenization as the race to move to trillions in real world assets and on-chain accelerates. I wanted to see if is Tether working with Ripple on this at all, or like how does this all work? And so this is what I was able to find. Tether is taking a 20 million strategic equity stake in Mercado Bitcoin to help it scale its tokenization, payments, and credit and other on-chain financial services in Latin America. And this is indirectly connected to Ripple and XRP Ledger because Mercado Bitcoin is already a major Ripple XRPL tokenization payment partner. Tether announced its 20 million investment. The funding is earmarked to expand Mercado's Bitcoin's infrastructure for tokenized investment products, stablecoin powered payments, credit and lending, capital markets, and cross-border financial services, as well as international payments beyond Brazil. Remember, Tether didn't want to get licensed in the EU, and it's not getting licensed in the US. And so Tether is trying to launch another stablecoin in the United States that will be regulated, that maybe compete with the Circles of the world and possibly the Ripples of the world. But Tether is now going to focus in other parts of the world where they can expand. And so you're going to see a lot of investment announcements, in my personal opinion, from Tether in the places that they are not fully licensed. You heard the CEO of Tether say, we're not interested in US and EU markets. So they're going to be interested in everywhere else that they can expand. Tether's positions this part of its broader strategy to back regulated high-growth platforms that drive adoption of USDT and other Tether products across emerging markets in Brazil and wider LATAM. Who is Mercado Bitcoin and why it matters? Mercado Bitcoin is a long-standing Brazilian digital assets platform that has evolved from a crypto exchange into a full-stack regulated on-chain financial services provider covering trading, tokenized investment products, lending, payments, banking infrastructure, and cross-border services. Mercado Bitcoin serves millions of users and is positioned as key infrastructure player for regulated digital assets in Latin America. Regulators and institutions in Brazil recognize Mercado Bitcoin as one of the more compliant and regulated platforms in the region, which makes it both attractive for Tether and Ripple as distribution and infrastructure partners. And then, Ripple did make an investment into Mercado Bitcoin back in 2025. Ripple has been supporting Mercado's Bitcoin integration within the XRP Ledger, including Ripple payments and cross-border treasury flows between Brazil and Portugal, and listing Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin. And this makes Mercado Bitcoin a de facto Ripple XRPL infrastructure partner for institutional grade tokenization and payments in LATAM. Is Ripple mentioned in the deal? There's no evidence that this is a direct partnership between Tether and Ripple. There's no public documents that frame it as it's just Tether investing into Mercado Bitcoin's funding round. So there's no mention of Ripple, no mention of XRP. I just want to make that absolutely clear. If that should change and we get updates around that, I will be the first one to bring it to you on that day. All right, so Cassie Trades, who does a great job at explaining what's going on with XRP and the charts, make sure to give her a follow. She does good work. She says the levels I've been talking about for months. XRP has come right back down to test the 0.786 retracement at $1.09, and she's using Coinbase for the price here. That's why Coinbase is listed. She says, as I've said repeatedly, this is a major macro level. Markets don't just touch levels like this once and immediately move on. Since the beginning of June, XRP has spent weeks pulling liquidity from this area. Every test helps exhaust supply and selling pressure. The most likely scenario is we will eventually break toward 87-cent support. While many have been calling bottoms throughout this entire correction on every green candle, I've consistently argued that XRP would likely need to test $1.09 or 87 cents before a true macro pivot could occur. And here we are. We are no longer talking about the hypothetical levels. We're sitting on them. So she still believes that 87 cents is very possible, as well as several other chart analysts. So please be prepared. There's always a chance XRP could dip below $1. And I just want to make sure that you understand that when it does, you're going to have a lot of really, tough emotions to deal with, right? Crypto is not an easy place to hold through the pure pain. And if you're just now getting into this market, you should expect more pain to come. If somehow things turn around and this summer is different from other summers, that would be great. I think what might happen with the Clarity Act could in fact help the market, or it could really hurt the market, right? If it doesn't succeed. But more and more people are calling for below dollar XRP. If and when it happens, just don't be surprised. All right. After XRP swept upside liquidity at $1.20, the focus shifted back towards the local dollar low, halfway there at $1.09. Let's see if the pull is attractive enough. So as you can see here, there is a lot of demand here right at $1. Remember, we dipped right at $1.01, and there was enough buying demand for XRP at that level that brought us back out of that. Will that happen again? And I think that's what he's pointing to here. And then there's even more demand down here, right? At 90 cents or 85 cents. And I think this is really the level that a lot of people are discussing. And then so Bank XRP says, our Nuvian has integrated Ripple RLUSD to expand its global stablecoin payment rails and blockchain infrastructure. We have seen a growth in new wallet creation on the XRP ledger. And this could be all the new institutional partners that are being announced for RLUSD and XRP expansion. I just did another video about some new partnerships that are being announced in the EU, and XRP vaults being at the heart of that. And that's going to be a big deal. But will this continue? Will this trend continue? This also could be new people coming in to buy XRP at close to $1. This could be existing XRP holders expanding new wallets or new, maybe using new exchanges, right? So it really is hard to tell where the new wallets are coming from, but I'll take the new wallet creation. It is looking better than it has been in months. And I think that's maybe what I was trying to get to here. New XRP wallets hit 26,000 in a week, the highest since March. That's a 40% jump from the week before. And so Nuvian integrating Ripple USD is essentially a new institutional grade payment rail being plugged directly into the XRP ledger and Ripple's stablecoin stack, which strengthens XRP's role as a settlement gas and boosts RLUSD's worldwide utility. Nuvian is an AI-powered global banking and cross-border payments platform for businesses and fintechs built on fiat and stablecoins. They've added RLUSD to their core infrastructure so clients can move between traditional banking rails and blockchain networks through a single API on the platform. The integration is aimed at cross-border settlement, treasury and liquidity management, and embedded blockchain payments for enterprise users. The benefits for RLUSD is RLUSD becomes one of Nuvian's default settlement assets for global payments and treasury flows. So every business using Nuvian can hold and now settle on Ripple's stablecoin, which is settling on the XRP ledger. It says that directly drives transactional volume and demand for RLUSD as a safe dollar on chain, pushing it further into the role of an institutional stablecoin rather than just an exchange token. And of course, 62 million in trading on volume on Upbit. South Korea loves their XRP, and it is number one here, as you can see in front of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Open Gradient. I always look at what else is being traded there in South Korea, and XRP is often at the forefront. Now, this is an evolving new milestone, evolving the MicroStrategy playbook. Doppler Finance is a DeFi protocol on the XRP ledger that turns idle XRP into yield. Listen to this.
In very simple terms, DATs are companies that just simply purchase cryptos. And so the prime example is MicroStrategy, Bitcoin long company. And that's how we define phase one. Phase one is just simply acquire. Phase two is where it gets interesting. Now you're sitting on a lot of cryptos, billions, millions, and what do you do with them? And that's where Doppler gets very interesting, because we provide a venue for idle assets to finally put those assets into use. So that's what we describe phase two as, basically earn. And we see phase three as also very interesting, because that's basically where DATs could be headed.
Doppler's at the forefront of talking to all the XRP treasuries right now, so we have lots of insights. And phase three is basically programmatic treasuries. Imagine there are policies in place and policies automatically executed on chain, and that's going to be quite interesting going forward.
Are you guys using your XRP in DeFi somewhere where it's Flare or Doppler? If you feel comfortable, let me know down below where you're using it and what you think about it. Are you enjoying it? Is it helpful? Are you making money? I'd love to better understand maybe what we could focus on as a community to better understand maybe some of these newer technologies for the greater good. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. If you made it this far, like, share, comment below. It does wonders for the video on YouTube. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will see you in the next one. My name is Crypto Sensei. Aloha.